swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us.
We're on the bus, and we're starting to move.
Well, at this point, we're in Buffalo, right?
No, we're not yet.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
Early,
in Syracuse, the nice lady got off the bus.
Yeah.
And she said to the driver, "Please calm down, sir. Please calm down.
Yeah.
You have everybody's lives at stake. Please calm down." He's like, "Oh, I'm not trying to do anything. This girl." And I'm like, "Oh, stop trying to drag me into your life."
But, we start moving eventually. At one point, during the trip up, Ruby asked me, "Do you have your passport?"
But this was when Binu now taking the place of the lady that was sitting across from me.
At this point, I moved up.
Yeah. And I said it to him,
yeah.
and it was my first thought when he got on the bus, but everything was late and chaotic that I didn't want to ask him then. And then I asked him, and
my eyes just lit up and just thought to myself, "Oh my God, I don't know. I need to check."
That's not what Binu said, though. He goes, I think so.
Let me check.
Which let me know he did not have it. At that moment, I knew.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I honestly did not know if I had it at that point, so...
I knew he probably did not have it.
So, I went through my bags looking, and I don't see it anywhere. So, I text my sister. I ask her, is my passport anywhere in my room? And she texts back, "Yeah, it's sitting on your bed. Did you need it?"
Did you need it to get into another country? Did you need that?
Sometimes,
is that important?
You sometimes forget Toronto is another country.
Or Canada.
Right, yeah.
Okay, Canada, Toronto's technically...
Yeah. But needless to say...
what's north of the States.
But, so I texted her, asked her to see if she can scan the passport and my birth certificate, because at this point... I don't know.
That's the only way we can get it. Can't get it any other way.
I don't know if this is going to work, but I need to try.
You try.
So, I'm nervous to death now. So
I think you did ask me, well, don't they have a copy of it where they are? I was like, no. They don't just keep copies of your passport on file.
I would think maybe they would have, records of, when you came into the country.
They might have that, but they're not going to be like, "Oh,
yeah, that's what
I have a copy of your passport."
That's what I would think. That's what I originally was thinking. They might have. So, but they didn't have that. So here we get to Buffalo, and goodbye, Paulo.
Goodbye, Paulo. Welcome, the nicest, most caring bus driver. I don't know what his name was. He was a very tall, wonderful...
Whose name we sadly forget.
I forgot. You always tend to remember the bad and not the good. Am I right? He was a very tall, thin-ish, a few pounds overweight Indian man who I really appreciated.
He was super polite, super patient.
Very patient.
Yeah.
Good at dealing with people.
I think he was very patient to deal with us, especially since there was all this confusion from all the other passengers from Paulo, that everyone just had a barrage of questions on crossing the border.
That we weren't allowed to even ask Paulo because he would freak out at any question.
And he just stood there, would quietly and calmly answer it. And was so cool about it.
So cool.
Yeah.
So then Binu goes up to him when he's like, "All right, we're in Buffalo. I'm going to check your passports to make sure you all have them before we get to the border.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have them, you need to stay here and go back to from whence you came from."
And I go up to the driver immediately.
And I'm like this. Oh, God.
And I let him know, so yeah, here's the deal. I don't exactly have my passport. I have a scan, of my passport on my
waving his iPhone as if it's the passport.
On my phone here, I've got it here, and my driver's license. Is that? I mean, I'm a U.S. citizen. Is that going to be a problem? It goes, "Sir, I don't know what I personally, I don't think I would accept this, but I can give you two options. All right, one." You can either get off here at Buffalo, you can get off here and you can take a megabus back to New York. The other option is you can go up to the border and if
try your luck there, right? Did you say that?
Try your luck there. Yeah. If they accept you, you're in. If not, you're on your own.
So Binu comes back to where we're sitting, and in my mind, there's no other choice, but we have to run on faith. Like, we have pushed faith this far. We had a fundraiser, which we did not think we would make that much money off, or I was hoping, but I didn't know that we would make enough money to pay for both our tickets and for food.
We have so many people in the community that have put all this money in to support us, which, by the way, we can't thank you enough.
Cannot thank you enough. That was so awesome.
It's overwhelming, just the amount of support. Yeah, it was amazing.
And there was no way we could go, but I was like, well, what are we going to tell people? Like, we have to return their money and be like, sorry, we didn't perform. Like, thanks, guys, for believing in us.
Yeah, we have to do this. We gotta take this chance, because...
And then I was like, do you have enough money to get a cab back to Buffalo if you get left to the border? And he's like, I have a few dollars.
I mean, I thought and plus, I actually do it. I still had friends in Buffalo because I used to live.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I did have friends in Buffalo, so I thought, worst case, I could actually call them or message them on Facebook and then tell them, I'm at the border. I did bad.
So we get to the border, and I see a couple in front of us. I guess they were married.
Yeah.
But they went up together, and I was like, oh, idea. I have my passport. I've been out of the country 5 or 6 times. Never had a Paolo problem or problem with anybody where anything was marked to my passport. So I'm like, all right, if Binu comes with me, I can speak to him being a U.S. citizen and we're forming together. So we go up as a couple. Do you remember when I extended my hand out to you and I was like,
oh,
come on, Binu, to pretend we were a couple, come
I
on, honey.
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that.
I said I'd do this kind of thing, but you were carrying, you're like, oh, hold on, my bag. And I was like, that's believable.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to put Binu in his head, pretend we've been married for this song, or we're dating for this song.
Yeah.
And so we get there, and I show my passport like a good little girl, and I'm like, here I am with all my P's and Q's and T's and I's. I don't know, my T's crossed, my I's dotted.
P's and Q's.
P's and Q's. And then Binu just does this with his phone. When they ask for his passport, he just puts this on the desk, slides it over
That's my passport.
And I'll be the guy's face. He was like this. He's looking at
So here's a scan. I actually left it behind. I asked my sister to scan my passport and my birth certificate. You can look it and see it's all New York, all U.S. Here's my New York straight driver's license.
Yeah, he sees Binu's scan thing. He goes, that's not passport.
I know.
And then Binu gives his license. And he's like, what are you guys here for? I'm like, oh, we're here because we're doing an improv festival in Toronto and we're performing at 8 o'clock.
And I got a little worried that you said that because for work visa purposes.
Well, we weren't working though. We're performing.
Technically.
And we're not getting paid.
Yeah, but they don't know that and they'll always think,
I think if we said improv, they would have known.
No, they never would.
We're not getting paid.
No, and because of that, we got a little
That
worried,
was the least of our worries at this point though.
Yeah.
And then he lets us through. And he says to me, or he says to both of us, is there anything in your luggage other than clothing? And I'm like, I have nuts and an apple. And then he just turns to me and is like, and the guy was like, that's fine. Take your stuff. And I was like, I just didn't know because I know you can't bring oranges from Spain when you fly. And he was like, that's when you fly over. When you drive over, you can bring, perishables. And I was like, all right.
What are you doing?
They tried to make us look as goody-goody two-shoes as possible.
No, and it was great.
So then we get on the bus, and we thought we were the last two to go through, and we're like, hi-ho, it's off to Toronto we go.
And we just
started of this drama, right?
We still had to wait another 45 minutes.
Because
there was one other passenger on that bus that was apparently way worse than I was.
Well, yes. Or you weren't worse. You were innocent.
Yeah, no, yeah.
This guy, that's for the next section. To be continued.
Yes.